Hello everyone, welcome to IDALS. My name is Shubhankar Chauhan and I am your IDALS instructor for classical ballet. Okay, ballet is something I cannot express it in words because I didn't choose ballet, it's who I am. And I remember before opting dance as a career, I used to do gymnastics and I used to do gymnastics in my high school. And back then, I had no knowledge about ballet and, how it started, the history behind it, the dancers, the influence of ballet. So I remember I wanted to do so much with my body, with my human body, and it's something I really wanted to push my body beyond the limit. So I just sort of joining a dance class, and from there it all started. And back then when I started in 2006, there were barely no ballet classes. So yes, it was a struggle, and then eventually when you love something, the universe connects to you with that thing, and that's how I found ballet. And from then I would say it seriously helped me becoming a professional dancer. It's something, when I do a ballet class, I feel honest, I feel the most purest person. You receive so much in terms of you receive so much from a class, and it's technical, it's very physically, it's highly physically demanding. In that case, you have to push every day in a ballet class. And yes, taking care of your diet, there are so many things you have to take care of. So yeah, I mean, the journey is beautiful. Still it is. Well, I tell this to everyone that ballet is a performing art. It is a performing art because when you perform, when a ballet dancer or a contemporary dancer or any dancer goes on stage, it's not just about dancing. The performance is not just limited to their dancing. So what happens is basically they act, they sing, they dance, and sometimes they perform in front of the audience. So that's how it goes. And also ballet is a physical demanding dance form. It started in 15th century in Italy, and Catherine de Medici was the main person who brought ballet from Italy to France, and then it got influenced in other European countries. Ballet is a performing art, consists of turnout classical lines. If you talk about its origin, the origination, it started in the courts of Italian Renaissance in 15th century. From there, it moved from Italy to France with the help of Catherine de Medici, and under her aristocratic influence, it got more bigger in France. King Louis XIV also performed various ballet pieces to make it bigger in France. And ballet consists of turnout classical lines. It is a very royal, highly disciplined dance form. Something which is very serious, something which every dancer should learn to see results and growth in their bodies. I think ballet plays an important role when it comes to influencing other dance forms. As you know, it's a highly physical demanding dance form which consists of turnout classical lines, technique, discipline. Once a dancer knows how to, once a dancer is trained and he knows how to structure the body, it's very easier for him to just destructure it. So in that case, I think also ballet is very connected to gymnastics and other dance techniques like jazz, modern, and limon. So I think yes, ballet is very connected, and it helps dancer of any genre or any other I would say style to actually understand and actually help a dancer to use all those lines, to get all the extensions, to get the choreography right. You flow once you are connected with ballet and you're also doing other forms. So yeah, that's how I think it's a connection. It's something which a dancer needs to find. So yeah. I think when it comes to the pioneers and the inspirations of ballet, the list is never ending. And it's something like, I have, when it comes to the inspirations, like, the list is very long when it comes to my dancing and, the people I adore and the people I inspire. So in that case, like, it becomes huge. So yeah, I mean, I would love to say that, the first person is Agrippina Vagonova. The second is George Balanchine. Third is Auguste Bournonville. Fourth is Anna Pavlova. Fifth is Margot Fontaine. Sixth is Michel Baryshnikov. And seventh is Enrico Cecchetti. Eighth is Sir Frederick Ashton. Ninth is Rudolf Nureyev and Tamara Karsavina, Václav Nijinsky, and Ninette Divalva, and Kenneth Macmillan. Okay, when it comes to classical techniques and methods, there are 6 methods that every dancer should go through or they follow that technique. I think it depends on the country they are in and where they start their dance training. So there are, the first technique I would say is the Vagonova technique, which is a Russian technique. Again, where coming from Russia, and if we talk about the fundamentals and the foundation, very strong technique based on Russian principles. The second technique is Royal Academy of Dance, RAD. It is an English-based technique, very famous technique in UK, and a lot of ballet companies over there, ballet schools over there follow this technique. The third technique is Cecchetti. Cecchetti is an Italian technique coming from all the way from Italy, and it's something, again, taking care of the small detailings, and they take care of small details and the corrections. So yeah, coming from there. The next is I would say Balanchine. George Balanchine was a very famous choreographer. He has choreographed so many ballet pieces, and again, his technique is fabulous and wonderful. I would say, like, working on on every aspect of your body and making sure that you are learning it right, and a lot of discipline required when you are learning Balanchine technique. The next is Auguste Bournonville technique. Bournonville is again named this technique named on the choreographer named Auguste Bournonville. Auguste Bournonville was a very famous choreographer. A Danish technique consists of battues, a lot of beats, and a very famous ballet variation named La Sylphide is all about Bournonville technique. And the sixth one is French method. French method is a technique originated in France, and it is a technique based in a lot of hand detailing and neck detailing, and making sure that you have to move all the 3 parts, hand, arms, and your legs all together. So yeah, very famous technique. I think classical music plays a very important role when it comes to ballet, because ballet and classical music is very connected, and I see the small detailings in terms of, like, when it comes to their beat, the rhythm, expressions, movement, everything is connected with classical music. And if we talk about the composers, like, let's say from Bach to Beethoven, from Beethoven to Mozart, from Mozart to Liszt, I mean, they all are so illustrious composers of that time, when they and their music used to be different in terms of, like, they were different when based on the intensity and the movement and the emotions that they used to bring while composing. And when a dancer used to perform on it, I mean, the whole opera used to, like, just, it's something like, it's a very different experience when you are watching a dancer performing on their music. Now, when it comes to music, I think it's very important that people should understand, how music is divided and how it works. So the first thing is, Music, when it comes to music, if I'm talking about the classification of music, the first thing is a sonata. Sonata is a piece of music. Sonata derives from a Latin word sonare, which means to sound. And sonata is limited to, or I would say restricted to, 2 instruments. So when you see a keyboardist playing on a keyboard, that is a sonata. When you see a keyboardist, or let's say a person who's playing a keyboard, and there's another person who's playing a violin, then again it is also known as sonata. So in that case, we have to have this understanding where you should know the time you listen to the music that what is a sonata and what is a symphony. Let's understand sonata with an example. As you all heard the music, there was only one instrument playing in the background, which was piano. This was the example of sonata. Symphony refers to the musical storytelling to the audience. Symphony is an extended musical composition only for Western classical music, written by composers for orchestra. Symphony is also known as first movement form, and the music definitely has beats, rhythm, and emotions. Let's understand symphony with an example. As you have heard the music, there were different instruments playing in the background. Instruments like piano, instruments like string, instruments like brass, instruments like violin. When they all are together and they're playing in an orchestra, that is a symphony. That is the purest example of a symphony. Now, understanding a sonata and understanding a symphony. Sonata is limited to 2 instruments. Symphony is not limited to 2 instruments. Symphony can be more than 2 or more than 3, more than 4. It is a bunch of instruments played together. I think when it comes to tempo is very important, and I believe dancing is incomplete when a dancer couldn't able to understand the music. I think tempo is a pace of a given music. Also, you can measure a tempo by BPM, which is known as beats per minute. And I think when it comes to dancing, the tempos are divided. So there are slow tempos, there are fast tempos, there are medium tempo, there are highly fast tempo. In that case, like, a dancer should know how to do the movement on those tempos. Now when it comes to tempos, the tempos are divided into factors. So the first tempo is slow, which is also known as Adagio. So Adagio means slow. The second tempo is moderato. Moderato means when the music goes moderately faster than the slower. And then you have the allegro. Allegro, in that case, the music becomes faster. And then the fourth one you have is the presto. Presto, where the music becomes very fast. And the dancer has to make sure that he is matching his movement with the music. I hope you all have understood the importance of classical music and its tempos. In the upcoming video, I'll be sharing my opinion regarding the professional ballet attire you have to wear for class as well as for performance. I think when it comes to classical ballet, it's one of the most disciplined dance form. A dancer should look beautiful yet elegant at the same time. I think attire matters the most because it is all about the presentation. Now, moving on to the attire,
for male dancers, it's very important that they are wearing a black t-shirt, black tights, canvas ballet shoes. Female dancers, they're wearing a black leotard, tights, ballet canvas shoes, making sure that their hair is all tied up and they're wearing a bun. I think it's very important that your look matters the most, and presentation, projection through the eyes only happens when you're wearing a proper attire. So yes, it is very important that you're wearing a proper attire, because ballet, again, it is a set of protocols that you have to follow and you cannot disrespect it. Welcome back. Let's go. We'll proceed further. Now, before we proceed further, it's very important that I must tell you that we have started first with the 3 positions in the center, and after the 3 positions we have done with the Adagio. I'm sure you are practicing it and you're getting better, and if in case you feel like you're not getting anything, you're stuck, you're not getting the movements right, it's okay. You will see a rewind button down below. You can just press on that and you'll get the whole video. Now we'll proceed further. The next step is across the floor. Now when it comes to across the floor, a dancer uses the whole space, a whole studio space, and make sure he's performing or she's performing the combination with the help of small connecting steps, and he travels or she travels across the floor. Now when it comes to across the floor, the first step that I'll be teaching you is the tombe. Now when it comes to tombe is more like a presentation step. Tombe means to fall. Yes, you heard me right. Tombe means to fall. So we won't be falling, or we won't be like jumping from from one step to the other, but making sure that we are learning it right. We are learning it from the scratch, from the small detailings, and then we will be just going using that tombe position from 2 legs to 1. So it's more like a change we will be making through the positions, through the transitions. Yeah. Now I'll be teaching you the tombe position. So for tombe position, I'll be facing diagonal, making sure my right leg goes to the back, like that. So if you see, I'm standing in a B plus position. My arms are relaxed. Now the idea is my back leg, right leg, will go up in the air. It passes through first, and then from there I open my arms to second. So if you have seen, right now my body weight is in the front leg and my back leg is all straight in, like that. One more time. 5, 6, 7, 8, and through first you bring the leg, and then from there you extend it, you fall, come back. One more time. 5, 6, 7, and pass the leg through first position. Make sure that your knee is facing turned out. Slowly from there you go lead to the front, and you transfer the weight from 2 legs to 1. The weight is on the front leg. That's how you do a tombe. I'm gonna show you the transition. This time I won't be stopping. This time I will be completing the step to the other corner. Ready? Let's go. 5, 6, 7, and tombe, which means to fall, and stretch. Again, tombe and stretch. Tombe and close. Last time. Tombe, open and close. That's it. Remember, whenever you're doing a tombe position, imagine you with your arms, you should be imagining, you should be thinking of giving a flower or giving a bouquet to the person whom you love. Now, if I'll show you one more time, 6, 7, and now my center is my front. So I will be showing you how to give flowers, the bouquet, to the person or the audience that I love. 6, 7, and just watch my arms. It goes through first and then it opens to second. One more time. 6, 7, and it goes through first and then I open my arms to second. We have learned this before in the positions. Remember the arm positions that I've taught you? Yes. 6, 7, and first and second. Just 2 positions. Remember that. Now I'll be facing it. I'm gonna face towards you and I'll be doing it once. So if you see, my right leg is back. 6, 7, and so my right leg comes through first, my arms are in first, and I fall. I give, yes, and then again I come back, and then again same thing here and there. I hope you are getting this. Let's try this once with the music. That was a tombe combination across the floor. Yes, you got it right. Now, we're going to move on. The next step is, we have done with the tombes. Now I'll be teaching you Padishah. Yes, Padishah, it's P-A-S-D-E-C-H-A-T. Yes, it's Padishah. Now, when it comes to Padishah, it's very important that it's more like you gotta imagine a cat, how a cat jumps. Yes, and how after the jump, how a cat lands. Very softly. She doesn't make any noise the time she's going for the landing. Same way, we have to make sure the time we are doing a Padishah, and after the Padishah, the time we are landing, there is no noise. We are landing smooth. We are using both the knees. We are using the right plie, and we are executing the combination. Now, I'm going to break it down for you. Very simple. I'll be facing diagonal so that you understand. You can see my sides. Moving on, I'll be standing in 5th position. This is my croisé position. Yeah. Now, I'll be taking my arms to, remember this position, 3rd. Right. Now, from there, the idea is you take your right leg up to passe, down. The left leg goes to passe, down. One more time. 6, 7, and right, down, left, down. So if you have seen, if you combine both the steps, it becomes up, up, down. Yes. Watch. 5, 6, 7, and up, up, down. Now, even when you are showing me the down, it's very important that you are bending your knees so that you are getting the right exact landing. Now, 5, 6, 7, and up, up, down. That's it. One more time. 5, 6, 7, and up, up, down. 3 steps. Now I'm gonna show you faster. 5, 6, 7, and like that. Again, 5, 6, 7, and passe, passe, down. Again, 5, 6, 7, and passe, passe, down. Watch. Passe, passe, down. And passe down. Avoid that noise. Avoid that sound. Last time, 5, 6, 7 with me. First, you're going to break it down. 1, 2, down. That's it. If in case you feel like that your legs are not going up, it's okay. You can keep your leg low and you can go for a padishah. Not a big deal. Yeah. For us, it's very important that we are getting the steps right. Technique is something we can work on. We can work on it later and it can get better. Now, can we take it once with the music? I'll be going across the floor from this corner to the other. So that was our padishah across the floor. I hope you have understood the combinations that we have done in the center across the floor. The first one was Jambe and the second one was padishah. Now moving on, let's learn the next fundamental in the center, which is the preparation for pirouettes. I'll see you in the next video. So let's move on to the next thing, which is center. Now before we start with the center, it's very important. Let's go back. You remember we have done the stretch, we have done with the stretching. Now when it comes to stretching, it's very important that I will give you as a suggestion, like, this is very important that you are stretching before the class. Don't wait or don't just stretch in the middle or in between the class. It's very important that you're also getting aware about your body and you are actually stretching before the class, just to make sure that you're warming up your muscles, your turned out is getting better, the lines are getting better, your body is all warmed up and you don't feel uncomfortable the time you're doing a ballet class. Now, moving on to the center, you remember how I've taught you the two formats. The first one was the bar. The second one is the center. Now when it comes to the center, it's very important that there are 3 positions from where you lead, and that's the main important positions, I would say, where a dancer takes a transition or switch from one position to the other. Now the 3 positions are, first one is on cross. The second one is effacé, and the third one is en face. Right. So on cross, effacé, en face. Now moving on, the first one is on cross. On cross means when your legs, so right now if you see, I'm standing not straight, but I'm standing diagonal. My right leg is to the front, my left leg is back. My right leg, with both the legs, I'm creating a cross with my leg, with the help of my legs. My arms are relaxed, they're not touching the body. Now, from there, the idea is you stay in this position. The chin cannot be to the side, it has to be to the front, like that. This position is known as on cross. That's it. Now moving on to the next position, which is known as effacé. So effacé is a position when the legs are not crossing. In that case, my right leg will go to the back and my left leg is now to the front. If you check my knees are straight, they're not bending. My arms are in 0 position, which is also known as brava. Now, you present this position. That's it. This position is effacé. Effacé means when the legs are not crossing, the arms are relaxed, and you have 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 shoulders and 2 hip points are facing diagonal. Now, when it comes to the third position, which is known as en face. En face means when your 4 points, 2 shoulders, 2 hip points are facing towards the audience. It's more like a presentation position where you just stand, you smile, the projection is happening through your eyes, like that. You can do en face either in first or second position or in third position. Yes. So these were the positions you should, or every dancer should know before you start with the center, because these are the only positions from where a dancer will make a switch from one position to the other. Now, moving on, the next thing is Adagio. Adagio means slow. Adagio is a set of choreography which is performed on a slow tempo music. Now, a set of choreography which we will be doing it slow. Now, starting with on cross. The idea is, if you check your shoulders, the 4 points, your arms and the legs. Now, just make sure that your backside is not visible. So try not to stand like this. Try to avoid that and make sure that you are front side. Only the front side is visible. That's it. And you're facing diagonal. Now the idea is, I'll go, take a breath. I open my arms to the side and come back. It's more like a breath. Just go all the way to the side and slowly come back. Here. Again, 6, 7 and 1 and 2. This time you go through first and 4. Bring the arm down. One more time. 5, 6, 7 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 and relax. So that was the choreography for Adagio. Let's try this once on the music. So that was our Adagio choreography. I hope you have understood it. If in case you feel like that you're not getting the steps, it's okay. You learn the choreography, the combinations in ballet very gradually. So that is quite alright. What you can do is, you will see a rewind button down below. Just press on that and you will get the whole choreography. Hi guys, this is Shubhankar. Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'll be teaching you the formats of the ballet class. When it comes to the format of the ballet class is divided into two formats. The first one is the bar. Now, a bar is a horizontal wooden stick or a metal rod which a dancer holds, or they hold for a moral support so that they can work on their technique, they can work on their stability. Now, as you know, this is a pandemic situation. Not everyone have the access of the bars or the studios. In that case, we'll be making it more accessible for you, making sure that whatever accessible object you have at your place, at your home, you can use that. I'm using a chair. Now, moving on with the conditioning of the feet, which is our first step when you start with a bar. Conditioning means the warm-up. Now, it's very important before you start a class or any physical activity, you have to start with the warm-up. Warm-up is very essential for the whole body. It basically helps you to make sure that you're not getting any injuries. It warms all the body. It making sure your muscles are all warmed and they are elongating. So yes, I'll be teaching you the conditioning of the feet. Let's begin. Moving on, I'm going to make sure that I'm standing. My 4 points, 1, 2, 3, 4 are facing towards the chair. If you check my legs are together. From there, the idea is with the help of the chair, I won't be grabbing the chair like this. The idea is to keep my body weight tall, my body weight all on the floor. So I'm not going to go forward and lean forward. I'm going to stay in the center. Now, starting my head, I'm looking to the diagonal, keeping my chin up, head tall, shoulders are relaxed, spine in one line, heels are together. From there, I'm going to start with the first step. I take my right leg, I go on the ball of the foot, and then from there, I change, I go up all the way, and then I transfer the weight on the left foot, on the left ball of the foot. Now from there, same thing, you go right, and then same thing, you go left. Right leg and left leg. Right, left, last time, right and left. That's it. We do 8 counts. Yeah, let's take it one more time. This time I'll be counting 5, 6, 7 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's it. From there, the idea is to bend both the knees together. This is a half bend. Half bend is also known as a demi-plie. And then from there, the idea is to come, straighten both the knees. Again, going into a half bend, and from there you stretch both the knees. Okay, so this time we'll be proceeding further with the music. Let's take the conditioning of the feet on the music. Cue music. Let's proceed with the next step. Moving on to the next step. Our next step is a degage or battement jeté. Degage is Battement jetés, you can either call it a battement jeté or a dégagé or glissé. Yeah. So don't get confused if a teacher says we are doing a glissé or a battement jeté or a dégagé. It's just when a teacher says glissé, that becomes slightly faster. Battement jeté or a dégagé is something. A dégagé is something most of the Russian teachers, they use these terms. Let's begin. Yeah, let's proceed further. So we're going to start with first position. Again, check the position first. 6, 7, 8. Now, the idea is I'm going to start first with my right leg. Same preparation as Tendu. I'll drag the leg with the help of the floor. I go through the floor, but eventually my leg goes up in the air. If you check my toes are pointing and the position of the leg is in 45 degrees. Slowly from there, I touch the floor and come back to the same position from where I have started. One more time. 6, 7, 8. Drag, up, touch, close. Drag, up, touch, close. Slightly faster. 6, 7, and 1 and a close. 2 and a close. 3 and a close. 4 and a close. Let's try it once with the music. So that was our battement jeté, dégagé or glissé combination. I hope you're getting a hang of these combination. If in case it's getting a little faster or if you're not able to understand the combination, it's okay. You can see the button below, the rewind button below. You can just play that and then you can get the whole video and you can go through the video and you can work on yourself. Moving on, we'll be learning the last fundamental of the center, which is known as pirouettes. Now, when it comes to pirouettes, a pirouette is a position from where a dancer can turn. A position to turn is known as pirouettes. Now, I'll be teaching you the preparation for the pirouettes. I'm going to break it down for you. Let's learn it. So, going to go. You start on fast, facing your 4 points towards the audience. Now the idea is my legs are crossing, my arms are relaxed. So the idea is you're going to keep your arms down, the legs are in 5th, 6th, 7 and the first step is to bring your arm in the center. Now from there the idea is to open your arms to the side and your right leg will go to the side. Like that, yes. Now the next step is from there you take your right leg to the back and the arm comes to 3rd position. Remember 3rd position? Yes. Now in this position it's very important that the weight of the body is on both the legs equally. You're not going all the way back. You're not going all the way to the front. You are in the center and the weight is on both the legs. That's it. Now the next step is you open your right arm to the side. That's it. Now from there you go all the way up and then you come back. Watch. 6, 7 and out. Prepare. Open. Up. down, out, prepare, open, up and down. Last time, 6, 7, slowly, out. Open your arms and the legs, prepare. The position of the legs are in 4th, the position of the arms are in 3rd. Open your arms to 2nd position. And then from there you bring your arm in 1st and the leg to passe position, which is like that here. And then you close the leg through the floor. 6, 7 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do it once with the music. I hope you got a hang of all the combinations that we have done with the help of the chair and in the center. I would suggest that you should practice on a regular basis whatever we have done till now from the scratch, giving you the small detailings. You're working on yourself and you're getting better. That's the only way in ballet. That's how you progress, and that's what make you a phenomenal dancer. Now in the next session, in the next video, I'll be making sure that we will be learning how to combine 2 steps together to perform a combination. I'll see you. So let's begin with our next step, which is the plie. Now, before we start with the plie, it's very important that you understood the previous step, the condition of the feet that I've taught you. If in case you're not clear with the step, what you can do is, there's a button down below. You can rewind it, you can see, you can work on yourself. It's okay to make mistakes in ballet. I think that's the best way a dancer can evolve and get better. So keep making mistakes. Now, before we start, also it's very important that you have understood the combination, the warm-up combination. Warm-up is very essential. Just make sure that you're not leaving the warm-up and you are practicing it on a regular basis, just to avoid injuries. Let's begin. Now, when it comes to plie, there are 2 types of plie. The first one is a demi-plie. Demi-plie means half. Demi means half. Plie means to bend. So I'm going to demonstrate it once for you. If you see, my arms are relaxed. The arms are in Brava or 0. The other arm is holding the bar or the chair. Now, my position of the legs are in first. Heels are together, toes are apart. Now, I'm going to bend both the knees together. 1, 2. 3, 4. I straighten my knees. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to go for a grand plie. Down, 2. Slowly coming up. Now the time you recover, the time you're coming up, it's very important that first you're keeping both the heels on the floor, and then from there you stretch both the knees together. Now I'm going to show you demi-plie, and after that I'm going to show you a grand plie. demi-plie, 2, stretch, 2, grand plie, 2, stretch, 2. Let's take it once on the music. Cue music. And cut. This is the plie combination. I hope you have understood this. All the vocabulary and the terminologies in ballet are in French, and they are used as a universal language all over the world. You will be observing many of the French vocabularies in the upcoming tutorials. Hi guys, this is Shubhankar. Welcome back to IDALS. As you know, we have covered up pretty much about the theory in the previous video. It's time to move on further. This time we'll be starting with the practical. And the first thing that we will be learning in the practical is the reverence. Now, before we start with the reverence, just make sure that you're in your proper ballet attire. It's very important that you should wear a proper ballet attire because it makes you feel comfortable. It makes you feel you can actually perform a movement with ease, with a lot of poise. So I recommend every dancer to wear a proper attire before you start with any performance or with a ballet class. Now, before we start, the first thing is the reverence. It's very important, like how in Indian classical, the dancers bow on the floor. They take the blessings of the floor, and this start with a performance. Same thing in classical ballet, you bow to the audience, you pay your respect, you pay the respect to the teachers, to the opera, the conductors, the composers, the audience, and that's how you begin with a ballet class or a ballet performance and you finish it. Now, before we start, we'll be starting with the reverence. I'll be teaching you the reverence. It's very important that you first come to a preparatory position. Now, when you start, just make sure that both the legs are together. The weight is equally on both the legs. Your arms are relaxed. Now, the first thing first, I'll be first teaching to the male dancers, and then I'm going to teach to the female dancers. So for male dancers, it's very important that your arms are relaxed and both the legs are in first position. Just make sure, if you don't understand first position, just make sure that your heels are together, your toes are facing apart or to the sides. Now, very important, the arms are down, 6, 7, and you first start with your right arm and the right leg. You take your right arm and the right leg to the side. You drag the left leg slowly and bring the leg back to the first position. Now, from there you bend the left leg, your right leg is all straight. Now, the idea is to bend the upper torso. You take a bow and you come back. Same way, left arm, left leg, straighten the right leg, close, bend one knee straight, you bend, take a bow, and relax. Now, moving on to the female dancers, it's very important that a female dancer starts with the B plus position. Now, if you see, my left leg is back, right leg is to the front. My arms are, it's like imagine that you are wearing a skirt or a tutu. So your arms will be down, like that. Yes, they're not down, the fingers are not down, the fingers are going to the sides. Now, the idea is you start by taking your left leg to the side. You straighten your right leg. From there, you bring your right leg back. You bend both the knees. You bow, you stretch. Same thing. You extend the right leg to the side. You straighten your left leg. From there, you take your left leg back. You bend both the knees, you bow, and you come back straight. Moving on to the positions. Now, it's very important that I'm sure you must have seen Indian classical. When it comes to Indian classical, they have different hand gestures, which is also known as mudras. So when it comes to the mudras, same thing, when you do a ballet class or when you do a performance, we have hand gestures, but we call them positions. Now, moving on, starting first only with the arms. Now, when it comes to arms position, we have 5 positions. Now, first one is a brava or 0. Now, if you check, both the shoulders are relaxed. The arms are only bending from the elbow. The wrists are relaxed. The index finger is out and the thumb is in. Like that. Now, this position is known as 0 or brava. Moving on, the next position, we're going to go here. Now, if you check, my arms are right next to the belly button. Again, if you check my shoulders, they are relaxed. If you check my elbow, the elbows are opening and are bending. Now, from there, moving on to the wrists are relaxed, they are not tensed. Now, my index finger is out, the thumb is inside. This position is known as first. Moving on to the next position. If you see, my arms are round and circular. It's like the arms are not straight. Yeah, avoid that. Just make sure that your arms are round and circular. And then from there, the idea is to lift the elbow up. Only from the elbows. You are lifting the arm only from the elbow. And if you check my wrist, if you check the shoulders, they are round and circular. That's it. This position is known as second position of the arms. Moving on. This position is known as third. Now, if you check third, if you see, I've brought my right arm to the front and my left arm is to the side. Right next to your navel. Try to connect that line right next to your navel. That's it. Moving on. You present the fourth position. Fourth position is very simple. Again, making sure that your left arm is not moving at all. The left arm is to the side. The right arm, which is the arm which is up. If you check, I'm pushing the elbow to the back. I'm dropping the shoulder down and I'm lifting my arm slightly up. The arm cannot come close to the head like this. The arm cannot go all the way further. It has to be in a position where you feel comfortable and the arm is not getting tensed. That's it. Now slowly from there, I'm going to bring my left arm up. This position is known as fifth. Fifth position is all about making an egg with the help of your arms, with both the arms. Now making sure at the same time you are pushing the elbows to the back, opening the arm a little bit. That's it. This position is known as fifth. I hope you have understood all the positions as well as the reverence. I'll see you in the next video. Let's proceed with our next step, which is known as rond de jambe. Now, when it comes to rond de jambe, I'm going to break it down for you. Rond de jambe. Now, rond de jambe means to create semicircle or half circle with your working leg. I'm going to tell you first the difference between a working leg and a supporting leg. So the time you stand and you do a ballet class and you are taking the support of the bar or a chair, your outside leg is always known as the working leg. Your inside leg is always known as your supporting leg. The reason behind I am calling them a working leg and a supporting leg is just because working leg, you've already got a hint, means that the time I'm doing or performing a combination, the leg which works, the leg which is doing the movement is known as a working leg. Now, the time I'm performing a combination or a choreography where my leg is giving a constant support to my body, that we call as our supporting leg. So this is our working leg, this is our supporting leg. Moving on with the rond de jambes. Rond de jambes are of two types. The first rond de jambe is rond de jambe attire. Rond de jambe attire means on the floor. The second rond de jambe is rond de jambe en l'air, which means in the air or off the floor. Now, we'll be starting first with the rond de jambe attire, which means on the floor. I'll be breaking it down so that you understand the basics, you understand the movement, the small detailing, how to use the turnout, the time you open your leg to the front, the time you take your leg to the side, the time it goes to the back. Yeah, let's begin. 6, 7, 8. You start with the right leg, taking the leg to the front with the help of your heel. You stretch the whole leg. Now check your working leg as well as your supporting leg. From there, the idea is to open your leg to the side, slowly keeping your heel forward throughout. Yeah, the heel cannot go all the way back like this. If it's going back, that means your leg is parallel. Your leg should be turned out throughout. Now slowly from there, you're going to go and transfer. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. You have to keep the weight only on the supporting leg, and then slowly from there, from the back, you bring the leg through first position, and then you pass through first, you stretch the leg to the front. Same way. You open the leg to the side to second, and you take the leg all the way back behind your spine, and then you bring the leg to first. Now, I'm going to show you rond de jambe en l'air, which means up in the air. So same way, the leg goes 6, 7, and you go through first. This time the leg goes up in the air like that. Keep it low for now so that you understand and you learn how to balance the leg. Then from there, you take the leg to the side. Again, just take care of the turnout, and then from there, you take the leg all the way back. Bring the leg down, pass through first, to the front, to the side, and to the back, and you close it to first. Now, we're going to take it one more time on the music. First thing first, we'll be only doing rond de jambes on the floor. Secondly, we'll be taking the leg up. Ready? So we'll be taking one round of rond de jambe like that, and then the second round the leg will go up. Let's go. Can we have the music, please? That was our rond de jambe, Attire and en l'air. Thanks for watching. Okay, so we're going to proceed further with a stretch. Now, when it comes to stretching, it's very important that every day you are stretching, because stretching is the only thing which makes a dancer flexible. And in ballet, especially in ballet, if you're not flexible, then there are chances that there will be a short career. Now, before we start with the stretching, is very important, because we have gone through the basics. We have learned step by step how to perform each and every vocabulary terminology. Now, stretching is something which takes years and years of practice, and you cannot perform a full complete stretch in one class. So be patient, take your time, and step by step, gradually, let's learn the stretch. Now, I want you to go into a lunge position from first by dragging your right leg to the side, and then from there you bend both the knees and you go with the upper torso forward, making sure that you're using both the arms and you're resisting the knees, so that you feel a good stretch in your hips. You're basically stretching, you're engaging your rotators, your back is all straight, you're staying there for a while. That's it. Try to feel that stretch. Really try to feel that stretch. Now, from there, with the right arm, I'm going to go forward. I collect and I really stretch my right arm, making sure that I'm really pushing my right knee all the way to the back. Just make sure that you bring your arm slightly to the side. It should not be towards the knee. It should be slightly to the side. Now, staying there, staying there, staying there. At the same time, you're also resisting, feeling that resistance throughout. You're feeling that resistance. And then coming back, same thing with the left. You collect, you push, stay there with both the arms, you're pushing, really actually feeling the center, staying there. Stay, 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 stay. I know it is hard. Keep practicing, keep working with me, and then slowly from there, you come back to the same position. Now, we're gonna switch sides. So we're gonna go to the first side, going to the right side. So we're gonna go from there, slowly, trying to stretch, give a gentle stretch, making sure that your right heel is front, the left leg is flexing, and the knee is not bending. Stay there, stay there, stay there, stay there, stay there, stay there. And then with the help of the floor, you switch, and then you change on the other side, onto your left side. You stay, feeling a good stretch. Good job. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And we're gonna switch it one more time towards the right side. That's it. Feeling those extensions. Keep moving, keep going. And then slowly from there, you wanna change slowly, and you stay there, stay there, stay there, stay there, stay there, stay, 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 and coming back to the lunge position. Now, making sure in this position, it's very important that you switch for the last time. You stay, you stay, you stay, you stay, stay, and we will be taking it one more time, going to the left, and stay. Now, the idea is you're going to keep your left arm to the front, right arm to the back. This time, you will be extending your left leg. That's it. Slowly, try to go slow. There's no hurry. Now, here the idea is your back is not hunching. No, your back is all tall. It's all straight. Your legs, if you check my legs are extending. They're not bending. This is wrong. So make sure that you're placing the knees on the floor. Now, the idea is with the left arm forward, right arm back, you slightly lift your lower torso, your legs, your body, and then from there, you push with the pelvis or with the stomach to the front. You stay there. That's it. Now, keeping your legs flexed, I'm not pointing my toes, I'm keeping them flexed. You feel a good stretch, stay there, stay there, stay there. Now the idea is to collect. You take both the arms to the back, you collect both the arms in the center, and from there we go with the right arm to the side, come back center, keeping both the knees straight. Left arm, collect, come back center. Last time, right, come back center, and left, come back center, and you go right to collect. All the way over, you stretch the side of the stomach, which is also known as obliques. And then from there you come back center. Same thing with the left arm, collect first to go all the way over to your right side. You stay there, and slowly from there you come back, and for the last time you're going to go collect to go all the way over and come back, and you go collect to go over and come back. Now, the last thing, I want you to keep both your arms on the floor. This time I want you to go take a step forward, keeping your back straight. Now with the left, step forward, step forward, step forward, and a little, and a little, and a little, and a little, little, and try to stay there. Stay there for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly, gradually, we're going to come up. Step, 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 step. Take a step back. Step, step, and step. Now, we're going to close our arms, stretch them all the way up, flex the leg, and slowly, the time you flex, make sure both the heels are coming off the floor. And then from there, the idea is to close both the legs together. And point. And slowly from there, you give them a tight hug to your knees. And you stay there. Feel that stretch. And from there, you open your legs to a butterfly position. Start flapping your knees and keep going, keep going. Just make sure that you come back to normal. And that's it. Slowly from there, I'm going to use the floor. I'm going to come back on my legs, this time making sure that I'm going slightly forward, keeping my heel down. I'm going to stretch both the knees up. That's it, keeping my head down. And then I roll through the back. I come forward, I come all the way up. So let's try the stretch on the music. Cue music. I hope you are feeling warmed up. This is our stretch combination. Just make sure that you are doing the stretch on a regular basis. You will see results for sure. You will get flexible and you will love and enjoy ballet classes more. I'll see you. Let's begin with our next step, which is battement tendus. Now, when it comes to battement tendus, battement and tendu. Tendu, okay, before we do any of the steps or before you go through the vocabulary, it's very important that all the vocabulary and terminologies in classical ballet, or when you study it, when you are learning it, when you're learning a choreography, you will always observe the teacher, your upline, your mentor saying those terms. Now, what are these terms? They pronounce it tendu, or some teachers will going to pronounce it a dégagé, a rond de jambe, grand battement, frappe. Don't worry. These are all French terms. When it comes to French terms, we pronounce it in a different way. You will see, you will observe the time you will search for those terms. They're written in English. You will get an idea, an impression that it's written in English, but no. They all are written in French, and that's how you pronounce it in a different way. Now, before we start with the battement tendu, it's very important that you first take your positions. Now, if you check my positions, I'm standing in first position of the legs. My arms are in 0 or brava. Now, I'm going to show you the tendu. Now, if you check my right leg, I'm going to start first with my right leg. My left leg is giving me the full support. Now, I'm going to shift the chair to the side. 6, 7. On 7, my arm will come. This is what position? First. Now, from there, you open your arms from first to second. Now, from there, with the right leg, you go open, you drag the leg to the front, and the heel starts leading. 2, 3, 4. You stretch the whole leg, and then from there, the idea is to come back, close the leg. This time, you're leading with the toes. And you come back to the same position from where you have started. 6, 7, one more time. Forward, 2, 3, 4, and close. 6, 7, 8. Just make sure that your leg should not go parallel the time you open or reach out to the front. It's very important that it should stay turned out throughout. And then from there, you close the leg back, leading with the toes. And this time you come back to the same position. Let's do it once with the music. Ready? Cue music. So that was our tendu combination. Hi guys, welcome back to IDALS. So far we have completed the bar in the center altogether. Now it's time that we should create a choreography. Let's take one step from the bar and the other from the center, and let's try to create something out of it. So we'll be taking a degage step from the bar and a padishah step from the center. We're going to combine it all together to make a combination out of it. Let's do it. So I'll be teaching you the steps first. I'll be teaching you the preparation, and then we'll be performing it step by step. Now the idea is you're going to face diagonal. The 4 points are facing towards the wall. Now I'm standing in first position. The weight is on both the legs. The arms are relaxed. Now from there I take my arms to third position. Right. From there I go, I brush, I do a degage to the front. I come back center in first. I do a step down, passe, down. Again, degage and close. You go step, down, step, down. One more time. 5, 6, 7, and degage and a close. Step and step. Degage and a close. Step and step. Degage and a close. Step and a step. Now let's try it once with the music. That's it. So that was our first combination that we have created using degage from the bar and padishah from the center. Moving on to the next combination, we're going to create one more set, one more combination this time. This time we'll be using tombe from the center, and the next step is pas de bourrée. Pas de bourrée is a 3 steps facing diagonal. So you're going to start with the corner. I'm going to show you once. We'll get a hang of it, and then we're going to learn it together. So we're going to go back all the way. Make sure that you have ample of space. You're using the whole the home space, studio. Now from there, the idea is you go in a B plus position, as I've mentioned this position earlier. Now from there, you go first, taking your right leg through first position. The leg is up in the air. The idea is to fall in a tombe. That's it. The time you fall, the arms open to second. Now, watch the pas de bourrée. Pas de bourrée is the 3 steps. So, step 1, step 2, step 3. Watch it one more time. 6, 7, and you are aware of tombe. Step, step, step. I'm going to show you one more time. 5, 6, 7, and tombe means to fall. Step, step to the side, bring the leg in 5th, close with the help of a demi plie. Same thing. 6, 7, and through the leg to pas, through tombe, and then from there you go step, 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 and step, step, step. One last time, and then we're going to do it on the music. 5, 6, 7, and through the leg to first, pas de bourrée, tombe, pas de bourrée, tombe, and pas de bourrée. That's it. With the music, ready? Position. So that was our step. From the center, we have created a choreography out of 2 steps. The first one was tombe, second one was pas de bourrée, which means 3 steps facing sideways, and you have done it right. In the next video, we'll be learning the choreography, a ballet choreography, which will be our final part of the syllabus. Hi guys, welcome back to IDALS. My name is Shubhankar. I hope you are working on the vocabulary and the terminologies that have been taught to you last tutorial, last video. Now it's time, we're going to move on. We'll be working on the choreography. Today I'll be teaching you the choreography, where we'll be learning the choreography. I'll be making sure that first I'm breaking down the choreography for you. We'll be learning it step by step. I'll be making sure that I'll be helping you with all the small detailings. And yes, from there I'll be making sure that first we'll do it on a slow tempo. From there we're going to take it on a medium tempo. From there we're going to take it on a fast tempo, and then we're going to perform it straight away on the music. So let's begin. Before you start with the choreography, just few things. This choreography is going to be on a slow music, so make sure that it's more about the presentation, it's more about the projection through your eyes. The eyes cannot look down, or the head cannot go all the way down. You have to make sure that you're looking up, the chin is up. I want to see presentation. Your head, your shoulders are relaxed, your back is all tall, legs are crossing, and you are presenting with a smile. From there, you stay there for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just make sure that you're not losing the presentation at all. Now, from there, the idea is, if you check my arms are not straight. My arms are bending, and I'm bending my arms from the elbow. Now, the idea is, I'm gonna extend my arms slowly. I open my arms to the sides. I bring my arms back to 0 position or brava. Now, one more time. 5, 6, 7, and present. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now from there, you open your arms slightly to the side and you bring them back. One more time. 5, 6, 7, slightly faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Arms and down. Now from there, you're going to use your right arm to the side. The time you're going to use your right arm, make sure both the knees are bending. Watch. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more time. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring the arm down. That's it. Now, very important, the time the arm is going to the side, the time you're bending both the knees together, make sure that your gaze is connected and you're looking constantly to your fingers. So the gaze is connected to the fingers, and you keep looking at the finger, you keep looking to the finger, you keep looking to the finger goes to the side, the arm goes to the side. From there, you have to maintain that connection throughout. You cannot lose the connection. Again, 5, 6, 7, and let's take it from the top. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, open, 2, down, 4. That's it. Yeah? Let's take it one more time. 5, 6, 7 and present. 2, 3, 4, 5. Arms 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Arms down. Very nice. Now moving on, we're going to take the next step, which is from here you go, you take your arm through first, you open your arm to fifth, you bring your arm to second, and from there you bring your arm to 0. Now the idea is you go through first, you open your arms, and then the time you open, your leg opens to the front. So like that. And from there you go to the front. That's it. Come back. 5, 6, 7 and. So let's take it from here. Arms down. Arm comes to first. The time you are opening. Now when the arms are opening, the leg opens to the front. So your arm and the leg opens together. Yes. Now from there you go. Bend on both the knees. Make sure that you're not bending deeper. You are in a position where the weight of the body is on both the legs equally. You're not going too much front. You're not going too much back. You're in the center. See, the way you can check that your body weight is on both the legs is by bouncing on both the legs equally, just making sure that you are getting the right bounce and you're feeling that weight on both the legs. Nice. Come back. Ready? Let's take it from here. So you bring your arm, doing a circle, it comes down. 6, 7, 8. Now open, going into fourth position, demi-plie. Now you extend the arm and you close the arm. Now the back leg opens to the back. Yes. You bend again, making sure that you're bringing the arm in first. Now from there, you extend the arm. So through first, I open my arm to fourth position. And then I close my leg. Yeah? Let's take it from the top. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and. Yeah. So this was our first section. I'm going to divide the choreography into 2 sections. This is our first section. First thing first, I wanted to understand each and every step, the small detailings that I'm giving you, and then from there we are going to move on. We'll be moving on to the second section. So I'm dividing the choreography into 2 parts. Let's first, I wanted to learn the first part, and then yes, eventually we'll be also learning the second part of the choreography. Yeah, let's go. Let's take it from the top. Ready? Presentation matters the most. So you're going to go present 1, chin up 2, smile 3, 4, 5. Now with the arms. 1, bring the arm down. Very nice. You go. Right arm. You look. Keep presenting. Keep presenting. And keep following. From there, you bring the arm down. Now from there, the arm comes to first. You open the leg together, arms together. You bend and you present. Again, you go 1, bend, stretch, and back. Yes, let's take it one more time. This time I'll be counting. So let's also take care of the counts. Yeah, because the choreography, every choreographer, he or she, they make sure that they are setting the choreography first on the count, and then once the choreography is all set on the counts, you can actually perform the choreography with the help of your counts, and you can actually do it with music. So that's how it goes. Yeah, everything is connected. The counts, the choreography, the tempo, rhythms, beat. Ready? Let's go. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Now you go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that's it. Good. Now, moving on, I'm going to teach you more, so I'll be adding on. Yeah. So our last step is we go to the front, you present, you go again through center, you present, and you close the position. Now the idea is you go down. I'm using the center here because if you know that we have gone through the bar, and then we have, with the help of the chair, we did some combinations, we did some vocabulary, tendus, we did battement jate, we did rond de jambes, same thing. And we did a little center where I've taught you tombe pas de bourrée, I've taught you adagio. So now same thing. When it comes to the center, you gotta balance your body weight. Yeah, you gotta balance your body weight, and you have to go all the way down. Now when I'm saying all the way down, it doesn't mean that you have to go all the way down like this. Yeah, all I'm trying to say is you have to make sure that your body weight stays on both the legs equally. You go in a way where you're not falling and you're balancing the body weight, and then from there you're coming up same way, you're recovering, making sure that you're not dingling or you're not falling. So it requires a lot of balance, a lot of strength. Yes, I will still going to challenge you with this step, because this is the most complicated step in terms of, like, I've kept the choreography very simple for you. Yeah, with simple arms, slow music, slow movement, slow transitions. But this time, just one step, which is more of where you will be balancing, you will be taking care of the whole body weight by yourself. There's nothing to hold on to, there's no support, there's no chair, there's no wall. Yeah, so you have to do it by yourself. Works? So, where were we? We were here. So we finished here. Now, the idea is, right. So, you go. If you check my position of the legs are in fifth. My arms will be in second. Now, I'm going to use my arms so that I have the balance and I don't fall. So I will use my arms. My arms are not, imagine that your arms are like wings. Like how a bird flies, same way. She is using the wings, right? She uses the wings. So same way, you have to imagine that The time you're going down, it's more about using your wings. Try not to think that you have two arms and you have to go down. It's more about making sure that you are going down. Yeah, you have to imagine that you have big wings which are actually helping you to go down, to get that flight. Yeah, to get that. So, one more time. 5, 6, 7, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's it. Now, one small correction, the time you're coming up, yeah, the time you're coming up and the time you're going down. First, I'll tell you the time you go down. It's very important. If your knees are closed, if they are like that, chances are you will start dingling, chances are, you will start wobbling, and there are chances that you might fall. So the time is you will go down, down, down in a right manner, and then suddenly, turbulence. Yeah, like how you sit in a plane and then from there you feel that jerk. So same way, the time you're going down, remember you have to push both the knees to the back. That's our cheat. That's how we all will going to survive. The time we are going for a grand plie. Yes. Now, 5, 6, 7, and keep pushing the knees back. Knees back. Knees back. Knees back. Coming up. Heel down first. Stretch both the knees. That's it. Yeah. So the idea is you're going down, you're pushing the knees back. The time you're recovering, the time you're coming up, there you have to make sure the first thing that touches on the floor, on the ground, is your heel. Both the heel touches equally, both the heel touches together, and then from there you get that balance, you get that support to rise. You can actually come up from there. Yeah, if you're not touching the heels, chances are again you will go through that turbulence, and then chances are you might fall. Yeah, so in that case it's very important that you are applying small corrections, you're applying those details in order to get the right grand plie. Now we'll be doing it one more time. Let's go. Ready? 5, 6, open your wings. 5, 6, 7, present, and 1, 2, 3, 4, coming up, 6, 7, 8. That was it. Very nice. Works. So let's do one thing. Let's revise it one more time from the top. We'll take it till here, and then I'm going to add on. Yes. Let's go. Present. Okay, just one more thing. Yeah, every time, guys, you are doing a ballet choreography or any time, yeah, whenever you are going or whenever you're performing, if you're going on stage, it's very important. Or if you're doing a virtual class or a dance class in a studio, what happens is we believe that we are in the studio, and then we start dancing according to the studio space. So what you can do is, what I do basically, when I'm dancing or when I'm in the studio or if I'm going on stage. So what happens is I always imagine that I'm not dancing in the studio. So if I'm here, I will not imagine that I'm dancing in a studio. I will think that I'm actually on stage and I'm performing right in front of 3,000 people. So what will be the experience like? 3,000 people looking at you. There are lights, there are cameras, there's costumes, there are wings, so many things. It's like, seriously, you're performing for them. There are composers right in front of you. They're playing music. You're not doing it on stereo music. You're not using the sound, which is connected through a CD or a music player. You're doing a class live, or you're doing a performance live, you have an orchestra playing only for you. Only for you. That feeling is different. So you gotta imagine that. Yes? Now, we'll be imagining the same thing. Imagine that you are on a stage, 3,000 people in front of you, and you're presenting. With that approach, if you're doing the class, if you're learning the steps, trust me, it will be so much easier. The grasping power, your approach towards dancing will surely going to change. Now, 5, 6, 7, curtain up. Curtain goes to the side, curtain now comes up. 6, 7, and you're presenting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, music. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that's it. Very nice. Now, that was it. Yeah, the way we just did it, that's how you will going to perform in the studio, in a class. You know, it could, if you're going on stage, you have to be like this, because that's how, you know, you exchange energies, you exchange, you know, your artistry with the audience. Now, the next step is, we are done with the wings. Yeah, you come back, you open your wings. Now from there, the next step is my right leg. If you check my position, I'm standing, I'm presenting in 5th position of the leg. 5th position, yeah. Now the idea is, I open my arms. Now by the time I'm opening my arms, remember, I'm using my shoulder blade. In ballet movement, when it comes to arm movement, in ballet, in classical ballet, it's not just about faking the movement, yeah. It's not just about doing the movement or going through the motions. I'm not going through the motions. All I'm doing is, I'm engaging my scapula, which is also known as shoulder blade in dance language, yeah. All the instructors, all the teachers, they are aware about shoulder blade. All the dancers, for sure, like they know what a shoulder blade is. Now, the movement comes from there. Now, the time I'm saying the movement comes from there, it means it's not just about, you know, keeping your shoulder blade tight or tightening your shoulder blade and then from there doing the movement. It's more about engaging the shoulder blade. When I say engage, means the origin of the movement will always start from your shoulder blade. So origin means the time okay, now watch. If my arms are down right now, my arms are relaxed, the idea is, the time I bring my arms up, I'm not using my wrist, I'm not using my fingers or the motion which is coming from the elbow. I'm using my shoulder blade to bring my arms up. Shoulder blade. Shoulder blade to open. Shoulder blade. Shoulder blade. And shoulder blade. So the time you do it with the shoulder blade, you feel that length. You feel that you're not actually faking the movement. You feel that is right. You're doing it technically right. Most of the dancers, when they are doing a ballet class or even a performance, They're not aware that the movement comes from the shoulder blade. Now, very important thing, you can see my shoulder blade right here. So this is my shoulder blade. The triangular part here at your back, upper back here, this is the shoulder blade. Now, the origin from where it starts, you have to always make sure the line. So the point, it's starting here to the tip of the finger. Here. This, yeah, the tip of the finger. This is always engaging. Means if I'm standing like this in a ballet class, my arm cannot go down, or my arm, I cannot feel tired, you cannot lose the position, you cannot lose this arm position, and the arm cannot go all the way down. You don't have this luxury, you don't have this power, you don't have this authority, yeah, the time you're doing a ballet class. So it's always important, the time, once you go there, the arm stays there unless or until, or I would say until and unless, the choreography or the variation or the combination is not getting ended. So in that case, I always feel a connection from the shoulder blade to the tip of the finger. This is always connecting. The only way to check it is the time you are presenting a movement, the time you are going through a movement, you will feel your arms much more longer. They're going all the way to the sides, they're reaching out. That's the only way you can check it. Yeah, that's the only way you will feel that you're actually doing the movement with the right technique. Yes, very important, very important. If you go abroad, if you check any dancer, ballet dancer, they have this length in their arms. They are reaching out, yeah, the neck is tall, the arms are reaching out, they have good shoulders, they can actually lift a female partner. So everything depends the way they are using their arms. I'm sure you must have seen a female ballerina, a female dancer. So what happens is they don't go to the gym. If you see, they still have back muscles. So the reason behind they're having back muscles at the back. They're using the arm, rightly, in a right manner. And since years, let's say for 12 years or let's say for 15 years, they're using the arm in a right way. And that actually helped those female dancers to get those, cuts, or I would say, those lines, or, they have their back, like, the back is already there. You can see cuts, you can see lining, you can see, good, beautiful extensions, you can see so much, yeah. So, and they don't, and the thing is, they don't go to the gym. They're not going to the gym at all. They are not lifting weights. They're not going there. They're not doing any cardio. They're not doing any specific exercises. So yeah, I mean, if you're doing the movement right, and you're doing it on a regular basis, you will see, that length, that articulation. Yes. Okay. So guys, now as you know, we have done the grand plie. Yeah, with the help of our wings. The next step that I'll be teaching you is a pas de bras using our leg and our arms. Now, the idea is, if you check my position, I'm standing in fifth. Yes, from fifth, my right leg goes to the front. That's it. Yeah, now the idea is I will bend my supporting leg. Supporting leg is my left leg. Now, before you do this, your arms are in second position, so that you don't fall and you have the right support. Now, 6, 7, 8. The idea is you take the leg through a tendu, which means stretching of the leg, stretching of the feet. Now from there you go forward, 2, 3, 4, up, 6, 7, 8. Now from there you take the leg back, same thing, back, 2, 3, 4, up, 6, 7, 8. Now, one important thing, the time you're going to the back, it's not just, remember that you are not, it's always about doing the combre to the back with the right shoulder, like you have to use the right shoulders. So all I'm trying to say is the movement could be small, the movement can be small. The time you're going back, just make sure that your shoulders are going together. Yeah, watch one more time. So from here you go forward, 2, 3, 4, up, 6, 7, 8, leg back. Now watch. If I go like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, my shoulders are not aligned, so it doesn't make any sense, yeah, because you're losing the 4 points, you're losing the square. So it's very important that you're maintaining the square and you're just going with the help of your 2 shoulders, yeah. Let's go. 5, 6, 7 from the top, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 2, 3, 4, up, 6, 7, 8. Yes, yes, okay. Let's take it from the top. Ready? Present. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes? Okay. So, from here, you come back, you close the leg back, yeah? So if you see, the time you go forward, your right leg is to the front. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, up 6, 7, 8, yeah? From there, the idea is to take your right leg and you create a half circle with your right leg to the back. So the right leg goes from front to the side to the back, yeah? Watch. 5, 6, 7, and. So I've done with the circle. I go forward and I come back up. Now the idea is you create a semicircle. So my leg started from the front, it go to the side, and then from there it goes all the way to the back, yeah? Now imagine, you have to always make sure, one correction, yeah, one small detail there. The leg cannot go up in the air and you cannot cheat, yeah? You cannot take the leg from here. You have done this. You cannot take the leg like that, yeah? So just make sure that you're going through the floor, yeah? You are having this constant connection with the floor, and then from there you're creating a semicircle, yeah? The position when you reach to the back, yes, very important. So the position of the leg is like that. When I say like that, means you have to make sure that your right leg is reaching behind your spine, yeah? This is my spine, so it cannot be here to the side. Can you see? If I stand like this, for me this is my side. Okay, now watch. I'm facing forward. I'm facing towards the audience. This is my leg to the front. This is my leg to the side. And from there, this is my leg to the back. If you see, my leg is not bending. My front leg is turning out. My back leg is all straight. That's how you have to present the position. Yes, you cannot cheat and you cannot take your leg to the side here. For me, this is side. This is not back. This is side. So always make sure in ballet, interpretation and execution is very important. Yeah, the way you are starting and the way you are finishing the step matters the most. Yeah, that is the one thing that the teacher or your mentor or the instructor will going to see each and every class. Yeah, even when you are rehearsing or when you are doing a virtual class, that is the thing that a teacher sees, a teacher always look up to. So if the step is not clear or if the step is incomplete, he or there are so many chances, or I would say there's the teacher will going to give you a correction for sure. So in that case, be prepared. I always suggest dancer, if you're doing a ballet class, it's very important that you're learning the foundation, the basics right. If your basics are clear, if your foundation are strong, if your fundamentals are clear, then trust me, there will be no problem with the interpretation of the step as well as the execution of the step. Yeah. Now, moving on. We're gonna go. So we were here. I'll do it one more time for you. So we're gonna go forward, 2, 3, 4, up, 6, 7, 8, leg to the back. Back, 2, 3, 4, up, 6, 7, stretch, on 8 you close. Yeah. Now, the idea is you start with your front leg, which this is my left leg. So I open my arms to second. I take my left leg to à la seconde. This is tendu à la seconde. This position is known as tendu à la seconde. Yeah. À la seconde means second or facing sideways or to the side. Yeah. So this goes into a tendu, and then from there you close the leg back. Now your right leg is to the front. Now right leg opens to side. From there you close the right leg to the back. The position, if you check, I'm standing in fifth. Same thing. Left, it closes to the back, and then right, it closes to the back. So we are doing this. Let's take it 4 times. Yeah. 5 will be too much, so let's take it 4 times. Okay, it's very simple. You have to go through the floor, point your toes. Yeah, you have to extend, you have to stretch your toes. Remember, we did tendus? Yes. So same way, we are doing the same thing. It's just my arms are opening to second position. Yeah. So my arms are giving me the support so that I don't fall or I don't, dingle. Yes. So 6, 7, and 1, close the leg back. Right leg, close the leg back. Left leg, close the leg back, and right leg, close the leg back. Yes. So left, right, right. Yeah, 4 times. Left, right, left, right. Yes. Can we do it from the top? Ready? Let's go. This time I won't be counting slow. I'll be just going medium tempo. So in that case, let's try to catch up the choreography. Yeah. Because I'm sure we have done so many times. So even now you have an idea about the choreography, and I'm sure you won't be forgetting it. If in case you feel or you're making any mistakes, or if you are not sure about the choreography, there's a rewind button. Yeah. Down below. You can always press the button and you can see the videos. Yeah. Okay. Now we're going to go from the top and curtains up. present, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay guys, so that was our choreography. I hope you have understood the steps. I hope like the way we have started from the scratch from the beginning till the end, you have understood each and everything. Now it's time to do the reverence. A reverence is the basic respect that you give to the teachers, to the mentors, the audience, the opera, composers, the whole stage. Yes. So let's start with the reverence. First, I'll be teaching the reverence to the male dancers, and after that, I'll be teaching the reverence to the female dancers. Yeah. So we'll be revising it once quickly. So you're gonna go for a male dancer. It's very important that they're standing in first position. The arms are down for now. Yes, I will going to start first with my right arm and the right leg. I go towards the right side. My left leg straightens. The weight of the body is on the tip of the toe. And then from there, I close my leg by bringing the leg through the floor. I bend my left leg, right leg is all straight. From there, I bow. I look to the audience. With a smile, I present, and then again I go left arm, left leg, right leg straighten. From there you bring the right leg, and then from there you bend, you bow, you look. Yeah, so that was it for the male dancers. Female dancers, very important that you're standing, keeping the one leg, with the leg which is to the back, that is bending, the leg which is to the front, that is turning out. Yeah. Now the arms are like this. It means that you have to imagine that you're wearing a tutu. Ballet tutu is like a skirt, big skirt which is all spreading. So in that case, your arms are on the tutu like that. Yes, you're looking up. Now the idea is you start with your right leg going to the side. So step, the time you go to the side, watch how I'm going. Yeah. So the leg is actually bending. I take my bend, the leg which is bending, I take that leg, I extend that leg to the side. One more time. 5, 6, 7, and step, step, bow. Now the time I say bow, you have to bend both the knees. So bow, stretch. Again, step, step, bow, come back. Yes. Female dancers, one more time. Ready? 5, 6, 7, and right leg opens to the side. Left leg stretches. Left leg goes to the back. If you see, my left leg is bending. Right leg is all straight. From there you bend, you bow, both the legs, you stretch. Left leg to the side, right leg stretches. From there you bend, you bow, you stretch. That's it. Now, it's time to do the choreography with the counts. Let's revise it once. Let's take only the first half. I want you to be more clear with the arms here. Let's be more subtle with our arms. Make sure that you're presenting. Try not to look down. If you're looking down, it's a sign that you are unsure or you're not sure, or you are lacking confidence. So we have to make sure, no matter what, even though if you're forgetting the choreography in the middle while you're performing it, it is okay because you're learning it right now. Yeah, you're just started with ballet, or if there was a gap in the training, if there was a gap in the class, somehow it's time to again come back, and it's a new start, so it's okay to make mistakes and to learn from your mistakes. Yeah. Now the idea is, let's do only the first half. Ready? With the counts, 5, 6, 7, and you're on stage. Present. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so this was our first half. Let's take it till here. Let's do it once. Yeah, let's take it one more time with the music. This time we'll be just marking it. Yeah, only the first half, and then I'll be teaching you. We'll be also revising the second half. Ready? That's it. Good job. Nice. Now, one last thing, guys. This is very important. When you are done with the choreography, yeah. Suppose if you're done with the choreography, you are still presenting. It's very important that you cannot do this. Yeah. Suppose you are done with the choreography. Yeah, and then you suppose this was our last step. Yeah. Let's take it here, and then. Okay, now I'm done. Okay, now I can move around. No, Yeah, you have to still make sure that you are presenting. You cannot leave the position. Yeah, because understand, remember I've taught you, I've told you this, that every time whenever you're performing in a studio, you have to imagine that you're performing in front of live audience. Yes, you're performing on stage. So in that case, you cannot move around. Yeah, even though if your choreography is finished, you have to still present, because ballet is based on the performance, yes, technical performance, yes, presentation, facial expression, a lot. So in that case, it is very important that you're not losing the presentation. Yeah, you're not losing that aura that you have created for the audience. Yeah, it is very important. So you cannot just, once you're done, when you go to the front, when you go to the back, you cannot just finish, or you cannot just walk on the stage, or you cannot just, you cannot just go off space or off zone. You cannot go off zone. You have to make sure that you're still in that aura, still in that presentation. Yeah, and then the curtain will come down, the curtain will close from the sides, and then from there, yes, you are allowed to move. Very important. Yeah, so you have to still perform, you have to stay there in that position. Remember the preparatory position? Yes, in that position you have to stay there. Now can we do the first half one more time with the music? This time we are doing it full. Yeah, earlier we were marking it. This time I want you to go full on. Yes, try to give your best, try to make sure that you're presenting more with your face, more with the facial expression. I want to see more your body language. Yeah, the transition has to be like, the time you are going from 2 legs to 1, when you're changing the legs. Yeah, whatever you're doing, just make sure that you're doing it big. Ballet cannot be small. Ballet cannot be small like that. Yeah, it has to be big, it has to be royal, it has to look big on stage. Yeah, size matters. Yeah, the time you're reaching out with your arms, you cannot reach out like this. Yeah, or like that. It has to be there, it has to be there, it has to be there. Yeah, use that space. Yeah, okay, now let's take it one more time. This time we are doing it full. Yeah, only the first half. Ready? Presentation with the music. That was it. Very nice. Works. Now, this time we'll be learning the second half of the choreography. Yes. Right. So we'll be taking it one more time from here. Yes. I'll be adding on. This is our second half. Now, let's start. Let's revise it. Yeah. Let's go. Ready? First, let's take this again on the counts. Yes. Then again, we will going to revise this we'll be like, making sure that we are marking up, we are doing this with the music, and then the final thing, yes, on the music. And then after this, we'll be doing it one more time, all the way from the top with the help of the music, making sure this time we are more focusing on the projection of the eyes, more big movement, yes, and then we'll be done with the choreography. Now, moving on, the second half, we were here. Now, you go forward, 2, 3, 4, up, 6, 7, 8, back, 2, 3, 4, up, 6, 7, 8. Yes, works. Now, once you come here, the idea is you go. From here, if you see I'm facing diagonal, the time I close, I change my 4 points towards the audience. Now, the idea is I'll go left leg to this side, I close my leg. Right leg to this side, I close my leg. Left, close the leg. Right, close the leg. Yes. Now, from there, I want you to go forward. Yes. Yeah, just make sure once you're done with the 4 steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's more about that you're not losing your arms. Yes, you're not losing the arms, and then from there, we'll join the reverence in this. Works? So, after this, where were we? Yes. So 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Now, girls, straight away you start by the reverence, the respect, basic respect. So you go, okay, here, 6, 7, and step, 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 bow, and then step with the music, step, step, bow, yeah. Once you're done with the 4 steps to the sides, 3, 4, you have to immediately start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boys, when you are starting, make sure the leg is here, yeah. You start with the left, you go to the right, you start with the left, and then you go with the right. You start with the right leg. So you go step, step, bend the left leg, bow, you give the respect to the audience, and again, step, step, bend, straighten, bow, and you look. Yes? Ready? Let's go. And 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Leg to the back. 2, 2, 3, 4. Up. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Bow. 6, 7, 8. And step. 2, 3, 4. Bow. 6, 7, 8. And then that's it. Yeah, that was the end. Can we do it one more time with the music this time? Let's mark it. Yes. Second half. Ready? So that was our second half with the reverence in the end. That's how you have to finish the choreography, paying the basic respect. Yeah, you show the basic respect to the teacher, composers, the whole stage, yeah, the whole opera. Okay, this time we'll be taking the choreography from the top, on the music, full out, yeah. Let's make sure that we're not marking the steps. We're going full, using all the transitions that we have learned. Yes, making sure the elongation of the arms, the presentation, the facial expression, everything, yes. Make sure that you are, your body is engaged. You're using each and every flesh and bone. Yes, let's go. I hope you are able to understand the syllabus that I've been taught to you. Make sure that you are practicing every day. Make sure that you are starting with the foundations that have been taught to you. You're working on the stretching. You're listening to the music, ballet music, classical music and its tempos. You're working on the postures. You're working on the small detailings that have been given to you in the classes. Also, remember, the more you practice, the better you become. Because ballet, dancing is a skill. The more you're practicing it, the better your body will become. I look forward to seeing your videos. Do upload your videos and send it to us. Tag me and the idols. We would love to share a feedback with you, which would help you become an amazing dancer. Also, stay connected with the idols for more such amazing classes and courses where you'll get to learn from the best faculties in the country. Thank you.